Democrats unveil what NRA calls most sweeping gun prohibition bill of the 21st century. I am so sick and tired of these leftist Democrats just taking a crap on the Constitution, don't care anything about your rights, don't want you to be self reliant, self sufficient. They don't want you to be able to protect yourself and your family. They want you to be unarmed while criminals are armed, and they don't want you to be able to defend yourself and do anything about it. I'm so sick of this. Um, I don't think this bill is going to pass anyway. The majority of Americans want to be able to defend themselves. They want to be able to protect themselves with semi-automatic weapons, and there's nothing I don't think they can do about it. This bill would be so unpopular. But we'll talk a little bit about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com. All right, let's talk about this news. A Democratic-led bill aimed at restricting Second Amendment rights has been introduced, titled the Gas-Operated Semi-Automatic Firearms Exclusion Act, or Go Safe. We know how they like their acronyms, and we know that whenever they come up with something like this, the acronym is always the exact opposite of what they say they want to do. The Inflation Reduction Act actually added to inflation. The Patriot Act was so unpatriotic, and this Go Safe Act that they're trying to put together will not keep you safe. In fact, it'll leave you vulnerable for criminals to do whatever they want to do with you. Critics argue that its exceptions are unclear, potentially leading to a near total ban on semi-automatic handguns. The bill, introduced by Democrats and an independent on November 29th, seeks to limit the rapid firing capacity of firearms and their magazine capacity to mitigate harm. We've done this before with the Brady Act, and it showed that it absolutely did not work. And the gun violence actually went up because of this. We have the studies to prove it, but they still push forth these same type of bills. But co-sponsored by Senator Martin Hinrich, the measure aims to keep inherently dangerous firearms away from those posing threats. Gun control advocates praise it as innovative, while the NRA condemns it as a severe infringement on constitutional rights, that's exactly what it is. The Go Safe Act proposes new regulations on semi-automatic firearms, including fixed magazine capacity restrictions and a federal ban on certain magazines. Gas-operated rifles must have a permanently fixed capacity, and modifications like bump stocks and ghost gun kits are prohibited. The government approval for future semi-automatic firearm designs is required, and a list of prohibited firearms is established. Exemptions include bolt-action rifles, specific shotguns, and handguns with fixed magazines of 15 rounds or less. The bill is co-sponsored by Democratic and Independent senators with no Republican support. Reactions to the bill vary. Gun control group Everytown praises it for regulating so-called assault weapons, emphasizing the need to prevent devastating destruction. In contrast, the NRA-ILA criticizes the bill as the most sweeping gun prohibition of the 21st century, potentially leading to the banning of all semi-automatic handguns, not just so-called what do they call the rifles? Not just AR-15s and stuff like that. Regular handguns can be banned under this. Concerns are raised about poorly written exemptions and ambiguous language. That they always make the language ambiguous so they can basically ban or do an all-right ban. This is what they do. And potentially impacting popular self-defense handguns. And the NRA-ILA argues that The bill aims to demoralize gun owners and violates the Second Amendment by targeting lawful firearm owners and popular guns sold in America. And that's exactly what it is. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Again, most Americans nowadays, they realize that the police aren't going to help you. They show up after something happens. Most people know they're going to need their own defense. Senator Angel King, a co-sponsor, defends the bill, stating it focus on restricting particularly lethal firearms based on functionality rather than appearance. All guns are lethal. What are they talking about? A weapon is lethal. That's what makes it a weapon. But the ongoing debate highlights the tension between gun control measures and the protection of constitutional rights. Again, the leftists can care less about our Constitution. That's why you see them pushing things like banning guns, censorship. They don't want you to be able to have free speech. They want to be able to seize your assets and seize stuff. They don't care about the Fourth Amendment. All our basic rights they are trampling on. And then at the same time, they try to say that Trump is dismantling democracy. No, it's the leftists that's doing this. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.